Good day, guys. How are you? It's less than 5 weeks, I guess. Slightly over a month till the end of the year. How have you been doing? More importantly, have you put any thoughts or actions into your personal development plan? There's very little time for you to do a lot to end the year with. But I guess if you put your thoughts into it, you can actually do much more for your development for the rest of the year. So, what would be my advice if you haven't done much for your development? I'm going to assume that you already have a development plan in place. Over these 2-3 days, over this weekend, I would actually advise that go through and review your development plan again. See what you are able to do realistically in the next 4 weeks and pencil them into your calendar. I know most of us have goals or targets to reach other than our own development plan. But I would still look at it from an angle of an opportunity to spend time for yourself in a more impactful manner so that you're more than ready for 2021. Pencil in your actionable items for your development plan in the next 4 weeks. End the year on a high for the organization that you work for and also for yourself. Yeah. So last week on my time, what I've done is that I attended the HR Congress Virtual Summit 2020, and I find that the participation or my participation was impactful, or at least in terms of what I gathered and learned from the Congress. And I am very thankful to the, I think, providers and also the HR leaders that shared what their plans are, what their thoughts are in terms of what's been happening and also what they're expecting in terms of trends in 2020. I learned a lot from the global HR professionals from that Congress or that summit. If you are a HR professional or even if you are not, there are a few more summit or congress that are being planned before the end of the year. Find out about those things online. Register if you have, or if you haven't, find one, register. Upskill yourself in the next 3 to 4 weeks. Learn as much as possible what's happening, what are the solutions that you can bring to the table as a HR professional or as a business professional, that you can bring to the table in terms of solutions that you have learned or you are absorbing in terms of the information that you get from similar events. If you do participate, and this is something that I would really advise you to do, if you're going to participate in an online learning session, whether it's Congress, Summit, or training, show up. Make sure you're heard. And ask questions. What you will get is that you will also learn because you're asking the questions that you already have at the back of your mind. So I think it's important for you to participate and show up online for those kind of courses or conferences. At the same time, those congress or summits or conferences are not the only venue that you can actually upskill yourself. One of the things that you can do, that I've done on my for my development, is that I try to keep up with trends. Try to keep up with what's happening out there by reading what's available from the Society for Human Resources Management, or SHRM, and also articles from a select few publications. For example, the Sloan Management Review is a good source. Those kind of, I think, publications, reading materials from organizations like SHRM can actually really add value in terms of your thinking, in terms of your learning, in terms of also indirectly upskilling yourself in terms of what is available, what are the trends, and what to expect for next year. So I would say that, okay, take this opportunity in terms of the next 3 to 4 weeks to meet your targets for the business, but also take the opportunity to also develop yourself so that you can end the year on a high. That's all from me, Azri. I hope you have a great weekend. Take care and stay safe.